Hey y'all, today is Thursday. I just got home from doing some shopping, grocery shopping, and of course, I had to get some more flowers. So I just want to show you what I got today. I'm probably not gonna put any of it in pots or in the ground until tomorrow, though. I'm gonna start off right here with this little piece of plant right here. This is actually a piece of a limb from an azalea bush, and I got this from our accountant. I took our papers by her office earlier today for her to do our tax returns, and I was telling her about how her mom had given me a piece of her azalea plant a couple of years ago, and it started out good, but I don't know what happened to it. So she told me I could break me off another piece, and that's what I did. And so this right here, this is root stimulator. I bought this from Walmart, and it really works. I mean, like I said, when I first planted my azalea, the piece I broke off or cut off from their bush, it started out doing really, really good. It was growing, it was getting leaves, and I think the instructions on this take root says to spray it. I can't remember how often. Let me see. It says the cut ends of the cutting should be slightly moistened before treatment. So I always just dip the end of it in a little water right here, and then you just stir the cut ends into this hormone powder. So, and then you remove the excess powder by tapping on the rim of the container. And then you plant the treated cuttings in a rooting medium such as potting soil. And it says to mist regularly. So, and I was misting it too regularly, like it says. I had it outside. Anyway, I'm going to give it another shot and see what happens. So I wanted to start there and show you that. So, and I'll, of course, will keep you updated on how it does. Oh, before I leave my porch, I want to show you my zebra plant. This is not a perennial, it's an annual. And I think I bought it last year, and it did really, really well outside. It looks scraggly now because when the weather got cold, when it was getting time for winter, I decided to put it in the house so it wouldn't die. And so it did pretty good for a while in the house, but then after a while it started looking scraggly. And so I just put it back out here this morning. So I thought I'm gonna see how it does. So and of course I'll keep you updated on it too. But it's really beautiful when it's growing and it's lush, like it's supposed to be. And I did notice that something had dug around last night near one of my plants down there. I don't think it dug up anything, but I just hate it when that happens because sometimes they do dig up stuff. Okay, I want to show you. Also, over here where that zebra plant is, I don't know if you remember or not, but I had one of my pots of sedum or the cacti, not cacti, succulents there. And so that's where I had the zebra plant last year, and it did good. So I wanted to put it back over there. So I moved the pot of succulents that I had over there, over here on this side with the other pot. And they're doing pretty good. I mean, it's easy to take care of these. They don't require a lot of water because succulents are full of water. So this is a pot right here that I moved from over there where the zebra plant is. And here's another pot that I put coral bells in, and another little plant that has some little purple flowers on it. And it seems to be doing pretty good. The soil looks dry on the top, but I stuck my finger down in the soil, and the soil is moist underneath that, so I don't think I need to water it yet. And my hanging basket over here is still doing good. I haven't tested the soil over here to see if I need to water it. I probably do. See, it's a lot of pollen falling out here. It's a lot of it on that bloom there. I think I do need to water this because my primrose is looking the leaves are looking kind of shriveled up. And then here's some blooms right here that looks like they're just wilted. I'm just gonna take them off. So when I get through with this video, I'll just go in the house and get my little pitcher and watering pitcher and come out here and put some water on that. Okay, let me go out here and show you what I got. I went to Lowe's and Walmart today. I always get my grocery at Walmart, and there's a Lowe's beside the one that I go to, so I went to it first. And today I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like plants from Lowe's. And most of them I rescued from the clearance rack. So I don't know if you've been to Lowe's or not, where they have plants that they have on clearance, ones that have kind of died or are dying, and they have them on sale. And you know, if you want to, you can buy them, and sometimes they do pretty good. I have a friend that buys them a lot, and she's really good with them. I'm not as good as she is, but I'm gonna give it a try. So first of all, I bought this plant here, and it wasn't on clearance. I've been wanting one of these. It's a Beverly Seals Bearded Iris, and I guess since there's a pink flower on the container, the flowers will be pink. They did have some, and the flowers on the container was purple, and I thought that was what I had, but then I saw where the flower on the container is pink, and I thought, well, you know, I'll just keep it. I used to have some purple irises. Can't remember if they were the Dutch ones or what, but they did pretty good for a while. Now they don't come back. But anyway, let me move along to this right here. Now this is a perennial, and then of course that's the perennial there too, that iris. And let me see what the name of this is. It says, oh, this is I don't know how to say that, lupine, staircase lupine. And you know what, this may not do well here, because I think this, I don't know, the weather may be too hot here, I'm not sure. But anyway, usually when you see these, they're purple color. I think Texas is known for having them, but this regularly was $26.98, so I got this 50% off. So I thought that was a good deal. It's actually a pretty big plant too. But some of the foliage is broken, but it still has some pretty flowers on it. So I'm gonna see what I can do with that. And then I got this little pot of phlox right here. I think I paid $7 for it. Can't remember. I don't know the original price, but they have like a little chart hanging up where they have them on clearance. And I actually had to ask one of the workers there about the cost, and because I didn't see the chart, and she took me back there and showed it to me. And so these two right here, these are two different separate containers, and you might remember I already planted one of these recently. I really like these. They had some that the flowers looked more red, but the plant just did not look as healthy as these, so I got these two. And this is the sassafrage, and I got these $4 each. I got two of those. And then I got me another poppy. I've had poppies before in red and yellow, and they've done awesome, except they don't come back for me. And maybe that's because the weather's too cold here, I don't know. And I think that was $4. And then I got this little plant right here, and I was trying to uncover the label to see what the name of it is. That clearance label is on it, so it's hard to tell the name, but I think I paid $2 for this. I either paid $2 for this or for the poppy, and then the one was $4. But can't Can't really see the name of that. Oh, okay. So then I went in Walmart when I went to get my grocery. And the first thing I got was this, oh, I'm about to fall down. Better watch what I'm doing. Was this Easter lily. And this was only, and these are really tall plants and they're big. This was only $6.97 at Walmart. And so these were up front when you first walk in. Of course, they had some in the garden center too, but I went ahead and grabbed this one. I tried to get one that had a lot of buds, and this one has, you can see, 3 buds, and it has that bloom that's opening up. So I don't have, you know what, I think I might have these in some orange, in an orange color. But anyway, I didn't have this color, and I wanted this color. And then, as you can see, I thought I was done in the garden center at Walmart. When I was on my way out, they didn't have these little mini roses outside like they normally do. They were inside. And so I think they had like 4 different colors. Well, I don't know. No, let me see. Maybe 5. Red, pink, yellow, that orange licky color, and then this white. So that's 5. So what I did, and they were only like $4.97 each. So what I did, I noticed some of the pots have like 2 different colors growing in them. So I thought, you know what, that'll save me some money. So instead of buying a pot that has a different color in each one, I'm going to get some of these that have 2 different colors. And so now, of course, the red one back there, it only has the red, but I had gotten it before I found this one with the red and the pink in it. And I just decided to keep the red one too. Red roses are actually one of my favorite colors. So this one right here, that one part here has red and pink. This one here has the white, and this is a pretty good sized plant, as you can see. And I tried to get plants that have a lot of buds on them. And then here I've got the red one back here. And then back here I've got the one with the yellow and the orange. And I actually have some of these up there in my what's supposed to be a rose bed by our driveway. But some of them have come back, but they don't do too good in that spot up there. So I think I need to move them. But anyway, this is what I got today. And then, like I said, I've got that little piece of azalea bush up there. And by the way, that azalea bush, it has a dark pink blooms on it. I mean, in this time of year, every time I go to our accountant's office, they have 2 of them, one on each side of the steps. And it's always just plump and just full of just lush, beautiful, bright, vivid flowers. And so I'm hoping that this time the roots will take and I can plant it in the ground and mine will get like that. I'm trying to think if it was something else that I wanted to show you real quick while I'm out here. My peony is really growing. It's really doing good. I do want to show you that again. And I will probably fertilize it again either tomorrow or Saturday. I think the instructions say to do it once a week, I think. I can't remember. I'll have to read the instructions again. But let me let you see it again. So here, and this is actually, I think I already told you this, but this is the Sarah Bernhardt peony. And Lowe's had a lot of, Lowe's, I'm trying to think, did Walmart too? I can't remember. Have a lot of peonies out. So see my peony there? I mean, it's growing. It's pretty and lush and green, and I like that little red edge of the leaves where the middle is green and the edges of it are red. Let's see, can I zoom in on it? It's sunny out here today and it's nice. There's a breeze, but there it is. See? Oh, and my clematis, oh wow, they are just growing away. And even the one down there on the end, the one that I planted from a root that I told you about, where it grew, but it was scrawny looking, and it got one flower on it that was like a, I'll say a deep maroon burgundy color, and the flower was even scrawny. But this plant down there on the end, it's growing really tall, and it looks like it's going to do a whole lot better than it did last year. So anyway, this is a type of phlox right here, this tall plant. It gets really tall, and it blooms all year round. And you can, I don't really have to keep it pruned, but I prune it sometimes. And it seems like when I do, it grows even more. But here's my, here's one of my clematis. And I mean, look how it's growing. It's really wrapping up on that tomato cage. And I noticed one of my hollyhock roots is coming up in my pot over there, and I've got to show you that too. But and this has a lot of blooms on it. All of my clematis have blooms, so they're soon gonna have a lot of color. And of course, I will share those with you. And then here are my lilies that are tricolor, red, orange, and yellow, right there. And then I've got some more, my shadow, right there, right in there. And then this is my biggest and prettiest clematis here. This is the one I think that's purple. And it's got some pretty lush buds on it too. See if I can get up, see. Kind of a little fuzzy, but you see right in there. Okay, and oh yeah, let me show you these. My Asiatic lilies are really growing. They're doing really well. How they're filling up that pot, and the one down there on the end is as well. And you know what? This little tree right here that I think is a flowering crabapple tree, this little joker is really growing. I'm thinking about taking it out of the pot and planting it in the yard somewhere. Look at it. Look at the leaves on it. I mean, it's just so full of beautiful, lush leaves. Look at it. And then this little plant right here, I can't remember. I think this might be a red bud. I can't remember. And I think I have two, or maybe I have three. This is one. And then there's another one in this part right here. See, the leaves on this one look just like that one I just showed you. And then I do have another tree in here by this crabapple, but I can't remember what kind it is. And it might be dead, I don't know. And then I've got two here. They might be the same kind. I can't remember what they are. They both have buds. There's this little bitty short one down here, but it's got some buds on it. And I was looking at let me show you where I think my hollyhocks are coming up. At least this is one of them. See right here, the green right in there? I planted 2 hollyhocks in this pot. And there's one of them right there. Look like it's coming up. So it looks like a critter got in this recently, and I was afraid it had dug them up. But I hope it didn't. So I think I put one here, and then one over there on the opposite end, like right across from each other. And I don't think anything was digging in that area right there, so hopefully that will come up. And then in this pot here, let me see, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if I planted 2 in there or 1 in there, and if I planted 2 in here or 1 in here. I see something's coming up right here, but I don't know if that's part of that tree, because I didn't plant anything in the middle. So maybe that's part of this tree here. And then I've got all my other stuff right here that's coming back. I have a lot of different things planted in this big pot right here. And some of the flowers, they grow on long stems, and they have like a red, deep reddish orange flowers on them, little flowers. And I think I had 2 or 3 in this pot, but then I think 1 died. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. You know, I keep forgetting about this little planter right here that I bought from the antique store. I've had coral bells in here, and I've had lantana. I think last year I had lantana, and the lantana, it did okay. I don't think stuff grows good in here because maybe it's too compacted in that I can't remember what this stuff is called right here. But anyway, I think it's just too compact in there, and stuff just doesn't grow well in there. So I was trying to wait and see if the lantana was going to come back from last year. So I may end up having to put something else in there. We'll see. Okay, I think it's something. Oh yeah, something. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to tell you. One of my crepe myrtle trees down here that I forgot to cover them when we had that last freeze. I don't know if it's dead. I need to try to see, can I see any green under the bark. But the one beside it, oh, I didn't realize until now my big head shadow was all in the camera. Anyway, this one right here, look at all the green on it. It's looking really good. Oh, here comes Amazon bringing a package. I'm going to try to keep this going because I don't want to have another part to it. But this tree right here beside that one, it doesn't, I don't see any buds on it. And it's looking like it might be dead. But sometimes they look like they're dead when they're actually not. So I'm going to try to be patient and see what it does. I'm probably going to grab this package from the Amazon delivery in a minute, or just let them put it on the porch. Oh, I wanted to show you my roses. Yeah, they're doing good. I think some of them died though, because I don't see them coming up. Yeah. Hey there, how you doing? I'm good, thank you. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you so much. You can just leave it right there. That's good. You have a good day. Pardon? Oh yeah, you go ahead. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one. So here are my roses. The one in the middle, that's the one that's the biggest. I'm doing a video, honey. So, and it looks like, I'm trying to see here what I got coming up. This one here, this might be one or two together, and they may be red. I know this one up here in the front is my knockout rose. It's pink, and this is the one that I had in a container, and it just wasn't doing well. But when I moved it over here, it just started growing really, really good. And I think that's part of it too, right there. I think, yeah, this and that little piece there is part of the same one. Then it looks like I have two of my roses that I planted after they died when I had them in the house that are coming back. And I know I had some, I planted them in like a circle all around the edge here. But I'm not seeing so far any of the ones over here on this side that I planted coming back. I believe one of them, or maybe two of them, but I know for certain one of them was probably dead because I think I overwatered it and it just rotted. So it may not come back. So that's another reason why I got those, all those little miniature roses down there I was showing you earlier. So if some of these don't come back, I'll just put some of those over in here. And then I may end up moving those up there from beside the driveway and putting them somewhere else because they're not doing good up there. The one in the middle, the biggest one that my mother-in-law planted, it's doing okay, but it may need to be moved too. So I'm thinking that's basically all I have to show you. Oh no, my clematis stand here. I wanted to show you how tall it's growing. Look. See, it's almost all the way up this tomato cage. And last year it may have grown from there down at the bottom to like maybe right here. I don't know if you can see where my finger is, but then now it's got like 1, 2 more to go to get to the top of that cage, and it's almost there. And I don't see, I'm trying to see if I see any buds on it yet. I don't, but it's growing and it looks really good. That's one of my daylilies right there. This right here, I actually have two of these. One on the other end. It's I think it's, oh, I'm trying to remember. I think it's white and purple. So this one right here is just purple, I think. And I can't remember the names. It's hard to pronounce the name, but it's real pretty. Kind of reminds me of a type of lily. But oh yeah, I did want to tell you this too. Remember, I think I told you that some of my solar lights weren't working and that I had to check the switches on them to make sure they were on. And this one right here, this is one, because you know it's hard to tell if it's, even though it has a little picture up here, still it's hard to tell, at least for me, if it's on or off. See right here, it says on and that says off, and it shows you how it's supposed to look. But this little thing right here, I mean, I don't know if that pops off or not. I don't think it does. I'm afraid to try to pull it off because I might tear it up. But what I did, I was out here one day and I thought, well, I'm just going to press down on it one time and see what happens when it gets dark. And so evidently it was turned off, because now every night after it's gotten powered by the sun, it lights up. So I'm excited about that. So I want to show you that. And this, like, the see the designs on it. Whatever surface is on, those designs actually just scatter out over the design. So like at night when it's lit up, I can see some of the designs on this chair. It's probably better if you have a flat surface. It'll show up better. Oh yeah, something else I just thought about too. One of my YouTube followers, who has been so helpful in sharing information with me and telling me what the names of some of my flowers are. And again, I want to thank you. You've been so helpful, and I learned so much from you. Was telling me that these little purple flowers that I love so much are, I think they said violets, I think. And I think I figured out where they came from, because, well, I'm not sure, but now I see some down there in one of my big pots. So I don't know if they were in with another plant that I planted there, and then, maybe like, the seeds and stuff from it have just dropped and scattered. You know how the wind blows and then the birds and the animals move stuff around, have probably made some of the things scatter. And one more thing I wanted to show you, and this was something else that one of my YouTube followers reminded me of. I have two of these plants, and I was talking about how one down there on the end, I'm going to need to move it because it's in the back behind the hydrangea, and that hydrangea bush gets so big that you really can't see it. So I'm thinking about moving it. But this is one of them back here. Sun's bright. And one of my YouTube followers, the one that's been so helpful, was reminding me that that's sedum. I guess I'm saying it right. So that's what that is. And it gets light, at least mine does, light colored pink flowers on it. And so this is the other one right down here on the end that I was telling you about, that I'm thinking about moving. Because you can't see it back here when the hydrangea gets big. It looks like some of these plants need some water. It's a sunny day and it's breezy. It's not really hot. I mean, if you stay out here long enough, you'll probably get hot. This is my other pot of Asiatic lilies. See, and they're growing really well. We got a really good rain. Let me see, I think it was Tuesday. And oh yeah, I was looking at the instructions on my dogwood trees, and I was telling you the last time that I have to keep them watered every so many days, and so I was looking at my instructions, and it actually says to water them every 7 to 10 days. So I thought, you know what, I should be able to handle that. So I know they got some rain Tuesday, or water Tuesday when it rained. And we got rain, I think, all day Tuesday. And I mean, it was like sometimes it would be heavy, sometimes it would be light. But, and I used to water my flowers in the evening after the sun had gone down because it was easier for me because it wasn't as hot. But then I've been reading that it's best to do it in the morning because when you do it in the evening, that can attract things like slugs and, snails and stuff. And of course, they can damage your plants too. And so I usually what I do now is like first thing in the morning. When I get up, I come out here and just soak them real good. And I know I've read too that sometimes you may have to even water your plants more than one time a day. Well, I do good to water them once a day. So when I give them a good soaking in the morning, I'm sorry, that's probably all they're gonna get from me. But when I do that, they do pretty good though. But it looks like I probably need to turn on the hose and water some of these. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it today, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow, because I'm getting ready to go in the house and eat. I haven't had anything to eat all day. Don't have much of an appetite like I used to, and when I do eat, I can't eat much. And I'm not sick or anything. I started out being that way when I had the sinus infection last year in October, November. Had it for months. Didn't have an appetite, was nauseated, throwing up, and so I lost a lot of weight. Actually lost more than I wanted to, and I've gained some of it back, but I've kept the majority of it off. So I'm trying to do, maintain. So anyway, I guess that's all for now. This has gone over 30 minutes, and I didn't plan on being out here that long, but you know how it is. I always get carried away. I just love being outside. I used to be an indoor person. Being in the house was where I always wanted to be when I wasn't at work or, somewhere, out doing stuff. I want to be in the house, just fixing up the house, decorating, cleaning and stuff. And now I just mostly leave that for my husband to do. And I just come out here in the yard, I try to keep things neat and clean, but as far as like spending the majority of my time in there trying to, decorate and stuff. And I'm trying to get rid of a lot of stuff because we actually have too much stuff. And when I was younger, I used to love to buy stuff for the house every time I went shopping. And now when I go shopping, I'm buying flowers. So anyway, I hope I haven't forgotten anything. If I have, I'll show you later. So I'm going to let you go. And maybe you'll hear from me again tomorrow if I feel like getting out here planting these flowers. If not, hopefully it'll be soon. So I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day wherever you are in the world. Enjoy life. Take things one day at a time and just be happy. So I'm going to sign off for now. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I love you all. Thanks again so much for watching my videos, for your comments, for your follows. And I always try to return the favor because I love supporting people, and especially people who support me too. Sometimes when I'm checking my comments, and I may forget to, follow someone, or I try to remember to, at least if I can, if I have time to, watch at least one video and, make a comment and follow them. I'll try to do better. So if any of you have made encouraging comments on my videos or followed me and I haven't returned the favor, I sincerely apologize because it's not being done on purpose. It's just I'm forgetful in my older age. Not making excuses, but that's just the way it is. So I'm gonna sign off. Like I said, have a good rest of the day, a beautiful weekend, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.